Yeah, there you go.
This is a 1030.
If you want an NVIDIA card for like $100 and change, you are literally getting, what is this, like a 7-year-old GPU or 6-year-old GPU or something like that?
The architecture was 8 years old, I believe.
An 8-year-old architecture. Like, guys, this design is older than my youngest child. Pretty much only suitable for outputting a secondary display. AMD, a little bit better. But this, 1080p Ultimate. 1080p. Did I say Ultimate? I meant Ultra. The point is, it's got 22nd generation Battle Mage Xe cores, 20 ray tracing units, clock speeds of up to 2670 megahertz, and a total board power of 190 watts. Not to mention that they gave a huge FU to the incumbents by equipping it with 12 gigs of VRAM. For those of you who are out of the loop, that's a really big deal. And the conversation's been going on for a little while, but obviously it hasn't been going on enough to reach NVIDIA's ears. Back when they released the 4060, there was a lot of conversation around the $200 paywall that they put in front of getting more than 8 gigs of RAM. Because at, I believe it was $399, you could get the 4060 with 8 gigs. At $499, you could get the 4060 Ti, but still with 8 gigs of RAM, and you had to go all the way up to $599 to get the 4060 Ti 16 gig, which was functionally pretty much the same thing as the regular Ti, but just with a modern amount of VRAM on it. And there was no 4060 16 gig. So they had a 4060 starting at $400, but if you wanted something that was going to be able to keep up in modern games, you had to spend $600, which is more than this entire computer, even after we blew our budget. Now, in fairness, those cards have come down a little bit, but anyone who invested in them got a really awful value. We predicted, and many predicted at the time, that not having 16 gigs, or at least more than 8 gigs of VRAM was going to be a problem very soon. And it turns out that we are very soon a clock later, and it's already a problem. Indiana Jones and the Great Circle has a clear performance penalty from using an 8 gig card. And it's only been, what, has it been like a year and a half since the 4060 came out? I'm trying to remember what the actual timeline is. Elijah, do you mind checking the release date of the 4060 series for me real quick? Thank you so much. In the meantime, I'm going to look for a 632K screw here.
It looks like it was June 2023 era.
Oh my, yeah, so a year and a half ago. Oh man, I'm good. Nice.
Nailed it.
Go Linus. Anyway, the point is, it has issues with 8 gig cards, and that is in spite of it being an NVIDIA sponsored title. So you go and you buy one of NVIDIA's basic, ray tracing ready cards or whatever, and you're going to have issues with a game that comes out just a year and a half later. Anyway, we've got our Arc Battle Mage in here. Let's go ahead and get this plugged in. Here we go. And a boop. And that's it. That, my friends, is how you build a PC. Now, this is not a perfect PC. In fact, I would say that it's a pretty safe bet that we would need to add at least, I'd say, an intake fan here. I'd say once we've got an intake fan on the front to use this vent, draw some fresh air across our GPU, this exhaust and that intake working together is probably enough. But worst case scenario, we are on a tight budget. We have $500 to spend. We can always add a fan later. And we can run our side panel off until our next lawn mowing session, or whatever it takes for us to get $8 for a fan off of Temu or whatever. Elijah, do you want to grab a monitor and let's get this thing going? Oh, I guess I should do a little bit of cable management first. Do you mind grabbing a couple zip ties real quick?
Okay.
In the meantime, Dan, do you want to hit me with a merge message?
Yeah, sure. Doing a bit laggy on the stream here. Hold on, let me just pause this. Hi DEL, restocking my gift card stockpile after the holiday buying. Have you ever got refused tech support because of so-called incompatible hardware, like having GeForce not Quadro?
Oh. I mean, we ran into something like this very recently. I don't know about refused tech support, but we've definitely been told Yeah, there's nothing we can do for you. You've got the wrong thing in situations where I don't personally feel that makes a lot of sense. We talked about this when we were looking at that Spatial Labs stereoscopic 3D monitor that Acer co-developed. And they have a commercial version of it that for whatever reason is locked from running games. Like you can't, I understand, okay, yeah, fine, I can't run the commercial stuff on the gaming version of it, no problem. But why on earth would you tell me that I'm not allowed to game on my like professional grade one? Who are you to tell me I'm not allowed to play video games on this thing when it costs so much more? Like the one that costs more should be everything that the cheaper one is and more, not just, I'm not going to go buy another one to play video games.